Good morning, and welcome to Chapel Chat. I'm Pastor Kevin Little, and this is the chapel at Rantoul First United Methodist Church. So, I sat at my desk, and I thought about all the different things that I could talk about this week. I thought about the Queen dying and the impact that might have on the world. I thought about the conversations about colonialism that are happening right now because of the Queen's death. There's always the continuing drama about groups spreading falsehoods about things happening in the UMC. There's just so many different things to explore right now. I even had something in mind, and I know I had it from a conversation I had with my mom a couple weeks ago. But apparently it wasn't as important as I thought because I just cannot remember what that was. So instead, I'm going to talk about my churches. I can safely say, and I'm certain that Pastors Emily and Susan would agree with me, that I am very blessed to be the pastor of these three churches. And while this is certainly a trying time for all of us in the world around us today, and there are things that we'd all like to be different right now in the way that things kind of work out, there are a lot of positives happening in our churches too. Shiloh has started their monthly lunches back up. On the fourth Sunday each month after church, they have a potluck dinner. People bring food, people eat food, people hang out together. It's a great moment for the congregation to get together each month and just have fun and chat. Fisher is getting ready to start their Sunday school classes back up. They're going to meet before church, really early, on Sunday mornings and get back into the habit of teaching kids about the Bible. I can't wait for this to get going. We're also making some shifts with our networking, which will allow us to move the camera in the back for our services. So now, when people stand up to sing, you'll see the pastor and worship leader rather than a bunch of random backsides. And Rantoul, the food pantry is still moving along, feeding between 50 and 80 families twice each month. Our sewing group is making walker caddies for people who to keep track of their stuff on the arm of a chair, or a couch, or a wheelchair, or a walker. Our exercise group is still going strong 3 days a week. Grief Share is starting up tonight, and the Bible studies will be starting up on October 4th. We have confirmations starting up again on October 2nd with 6 youth that I know of for sure taking this step to learn about their faith. It's a good time to be in any one of these churches. And on top of all of that, we have our first joint worship service coming up on October 16th. All three churches will have a worship service together in the gathering place here in Rantoul at 10:30, and then we'll have lunch to follow. It'll be a great time of fun and fellowship. We're going to have games and a bounce house for the kids. I can't wait to see everyone get together and have more time to interact and meet with each other. Now, most of these things that each church is doing right now began from someone in the congregation saying, "Pastor Kevin, what do you think about doing this?" And my response is typically, "Sounds great, let's do it." If you're thinking that you wish your church would do something, ask me, and I'm 98% likely to greenlight it. Now, of course, you'll also be 98% likely to be leading whatever it is that you bring up, but that's okay with me. It's a great time for our churches. I'm really glad to be here. We've got all kinds of great things happen, and we're going to do even more as we get going here again into the fall season. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being awesome churches, and thanks for joining me for another Chapel Chat. I'll see you here again next time. Have a great week.